Getting started watching the sun coming up this morning. Had a good early start up here this morning. We're going to start on finishing the pond dam up. I'm going to go in here and dig all this mud out, get rid of all that mud on that slope. I've got the creek dammed up. When we'll go in here, I got a log stuck down right there where I dug the core trench. I'm going to go in there and get all that cleaned out real good and get our new core dug, get rid of all this mud. We're going to start hauling some good dirt in here, and we'll go ahead and set our pipe and structure, get some dirt put in here this week. I don't know if we should get a fair amount put in here and get this dam pretty well built all the way across. But I ain't gonna get it done talking, so I'm gonna get to work. Been rocking and rolling down here. I had to end up pulling about 3 foot off the whole end right there just because it was loose dirt and had gotten wet over the last 4 weeks. So I've got all that just hurled back here to the back. It's probably a couple hundred yards. I'll get all that spread out on the back side of the dam. But I come in here and I'm probably 50, 60 foot wide here. I got a good strip cut all down to virgin dirt. Built another cofferdam right there. Dug out the old creek channel, got clay put in there. Got the skid steer and roller, so we'll come down here. I just got a little bit of a lift in there and we'll get that tracked in and rolled in. Right now I'm working on the core trench. I dug back in there and found the other one. And we'll come in here and we'll put good dirt in here, and then we'll go ahead and start pulling the front face of that dam back across. That way I'm not trying to tie all this dirt into a vertical wall. You know, I can kind of lift it back up into the bank, kind of stair step it. If not, you could kind of have a leak right there where it's a sheer wall. So we'll put, you know, 2 or 3 foot of dirt in here, cut that back some, pull some dirt across, pack it in, stair step it back up across all the way back, and that'll lock all that back together. So cutting this core right here. This side has a steep hill, so I'll be climbing up this and cutting the core into this. So I'll set the camera up. Maybe that'll make for a cool shot sitting over here. Let's find out. there, that might put this pond dam into perspective. There's one of the biggest skid steers they make. In fact, that is the biggest skid steer they make. It's a 14,000 pound skid steer. And look how tiny it looks down in here. There is a world of dirt that we've got to haul in here to finish this thing up. It's like a little tinker toy way down there. He's getting that graded out where the pipe's going to go, and we'll bring the roller down here and roll that in, and then we'll start putting some good dirt in this core trench. So we track everything in good. We put in about 8 or 10 inch layers of clay, track it in with the skid steer good, and now the roller is coming down the hill. Most likely the roller will not make it out by itself, so I'm going to sit here and pull it back up the hill when he goes. It's a pretty steep little hill right there. He'll get that packed in, and then before we put our next lift in, we'll just run down there with the skid steer bucket and back drag it with the teeth in it, and that'll kind of lock the second lift in with the first one here. You don't want that smooth contact. You got to be able to kind of let it bond together. A sheep's foot roller would be perfect for this, but we don't have one. As you can tell, the skid steer probably packed it down just as much as that is. We'll come in there and we'll scratch it, put in another lift, repeat all the way on up. I got him just kind of tracking in that loose dirt and grading it out. The roller gonna make it out. The roller, it made it a long ways. I don't need to push right there in the center. It just needs a little help. Just a little bit of help. Alright, well, we're going to eat lunch real quick and move some more dirt. Start hauling clay now to the core to get filled in. You can see Tim down there pushing the load off right now. Having to load the truck from sitting down lower just because I can't get the truck below me. It's a little aggravating, but sometimes you just don't have a choice. You just got to do what you got to do. Maybe once I get this bench cut out, we can put the truck in it, but I'm not going to hold my breath to it. But it is some beautiful red clay. Packs really good. So putting that in the core trench, and we'll fill all that in, and that's what we'll lay our pipe in. That way we can get a good compaction around it and not have to worry about any leaks. Couldn't ask for better dirt for what we're about to do. It will work out great. Keeping Timmy busy. We only got to haul it. Well, I could probably about throw it over there, but once I get cut back another 20 or 30 feet, I wouldn't be able to, so therefore that's why we're putting it in the truck. Eventually I'll be 200 feet away. It's just not practical to try to push it that far with a bulldozer. I could have a 22-yard load loaded and hauled by the time I could probably make 2 pushes with the dozer, and I'd get about 3 or 4 yards pushed. Maybe. see, I'm gonna get that all even with this good clay, and then I'll go in there and start notching into that existing pond dam. So we'll start stair stepping it up into it, and I'll pull that dirt across and we'll pack it in. That way it's all locked back together. Here we are using the truck to roll in that first lift. If you run over that, that'll pack it better than anything out here. You can drive over it and you run that roller over it, won't even leave an indentation. You got a lot more weight on those 6 tires than that little roller itself weighs. That truck fully loaded weighs a little over 100,000 pounds. And you think about it, you got 100,000 pounds on probably, those tires are 30 inches wide and there's maybe what, 2 feet on the ground. So just say, you know, a few square feet versus those 2 tires on that roller and then that entire drum on the ground. Packs it down a lot better. Made pretty good progress today. That's what's left of our core trench, is now our access road down here. We got good clay put all in here and compacted where the pipe's gonna go. Every 2 lifts I come down here and I notch the dam back about 6 feet. So we go back 6 and then up to 2 feet, and that kind of helps stair step it and interlock everything back together. Also leave that kind of jaggedy, and it is kind of zigzag so that all locks in too, so you don't have just a sheer straight wall. Yep, so we're gonna probably put 1 more lift in here in the morning, and then go ahead and set our structure before the dirt gets too tall. Lay our pipe. Hopefully we can pour the concrete tomorrow, let it sit overnight, come back Thursday and cover it up and keep raising the dam on up. A lot of dirt to go in here.